Hello everyone. Today I would like to show you how I make some of my flowers. And I will be making a flower like this today and show you how I do it. I use some flower dies, and you can have any flower dies that you have at home and just try out. Many of them will work to do this way. So I have on my table here what I need to use for this flower. I have some glue, I have some water, I have some flower stamens and a needle to make a hole in the flowers, and some papers and the dies. And if you're handy, you can cut flowers by hand too, of course, no problem. So how do I do it? So I start to die cut some flowers, and I usually have 2 of each size because I have 2 different sizes of the flower dies. I will put this aside a little bit here. So I could cut 2 of each, and then when I have done that, I put them on the table. And then we will have some water on them, just a little bit, so that they get wet. Not too much, just a little bit like that. I turn them around and then water again on this. And then I just feel so that they have water on them. And when I have water on them, I take each flower and just squeeze them together like this. Like this. And then I do that with all these flowers. Just squeeze them together like that. Like this. Like this. And now all of your flowers will look like this. And now this flower has to dry, and I always used to do this, and then they will have to dry overnight for me, because they really need to be really dry when I will use them. I think you can dry them with the with this one, heat gun, with the heat gun. I think you can do that. I haven't tried it, but you can try it, and just make sure that they are really dry when you are finished. But I will let this be overnight, and then I will use them the next day. But of course I have prepared for this one. So when they have been dried overnight, they look like this, because when they have water, the paper is really soft. Is that how you say it? And when they have been dried, the paper is hard again. And then when they are really dry, you really carefully unfold the flowers, because you really need to be careful, because I don't want it to break. This flower easily breaks in the middle here, because of the because the leaf of the flowers is together here and it will easily break here in the middle. But if we are really careful, so when I have unfold the flowers, it will look like this, a little bit torn, but that's the way we want it. It gets a little bit of this vintage look. Is that how you say it? I think so. So I do this on all 4 of my flowers, and I make 4 just because I want some dimensional on the flower. I think that's nice. And I really think it's nice to be able to do flowers just with the papers that I have. And if you do some projects and you maybe not find flowers that is matching in the colors, this is a perfect way to do flowers in the same paper and it will match your project. Perfect. The small ones are a little bit harder to unfold maybe because they are so much smaller. Whoops, it did broke. Not good. So I have another one, but this is how it can break. And this is not good, because this one I will not be able to use. If you make a hole in the middle and it will just break to the hole, I can use the flowers, but this I cannot. So that was maybe a good thing for this video, so you could see how it can break. Not good for me, but I will have to do another one. So it's a good thing to do maybe a couple more than you will need. So let's take this together, and now I have, so now we have the 4 flowers dried and unfold, and then they will look like this. And now we will put them together. So in the flowers I will make a little hole. So I just take a needle and then I make a hole in the middle of the flowers. I do the hole because it will be easier for me to put on the stamens. So now we have a hole in each flower, and then we will put them together. So I take the first one, I take 1 stems. You can have several, it depends on what you make, for what flower you make and how big it is, but I will have 1 and then it will look like this. So I take the stamen and put it on the flowers, first one. Then we take a little bit of a glue. I take just a little glue, just right down on the flowers. Can you see it? Oops. A little bit of glue, and then I take the other small one. So I take the two small ones first and then the big ones. And then I put on the other one and push it up as much as I can so they will stick together. And then I do the process again. A little bit of glue, just a little bit. And then we take the big flower and we put this on like this and push up as much as I can. I don't know if that's the word, but I put the flowers imbricated. Is that the word? So you have them, yeah, imbricated. I think that's the word. I don't know, but let me know. It looked like that. And then the last one, a little bit of glue so that they will stick together. And then I put on the last one. And push. So now I have the glue between the flowers so that they will stick together. And now I will just let this dry. It looks like this. I think they are really, really cute. Really, really cute. So it will just be drying, and then I can just cut this off and you will have a flower like this. It's pretty easy, and this is a really nice thing you can do when you watch the TV, for example. Then you can die cut the flowers and put water on them and squeeze them together, and then you can let them dry to the next day and make flowers with them. So it wasn't really hard, do you think? And as I showed you, I had one that broke for me like this. So make sure you have a couple of extra flowers, because I have to just throw that away. Can't use it. So I hope you liked it. And I hope you feel like you would like to try to make your own flowers. You don't need much material. If you have some leftover papers, make flowers of it. It's perfect. You need these stamens, you need glue, papers, some flower dies, or cut them by hand, a needle and water. That's it. So I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.